Okay, I'm going to attempt to show you the harmony solos in Mighty Heroes. I never think this stuff out as far as like where I know where I'm at, but so I may screw up when I talk about frets and strings, but you know what I'm talking about, all right? So I'm showing you, not teaching you. So anyway, I'm going to play along with it, and then I'll get into it. Oh, a little background. Freddie Mercury had died about the time that we recorded this song, and this is sort of my tip of the hat to Queen. Brian May kind of sounding guitars, you know. So anyway, here we go. Here we go. All right, so let me play it for you at speed, and then I'll break it down. Just so you know, it starts on the A string on the 9th fret. So that little last part is where he's talking about you can take back your sliced alones. I'll take Cleopatra Jones. Obviously, when we played live, I just played the chords there. I didn't do that solo, but I just wanted you to know what was on the recording. So I'm going to play that again for you very, very slow. And then I'm just going to shout out fret numbers while I'm doing it. Then we'll talk more about what I'm doing, okay? So for you guys that play a little, you'll kind of already know what's going on. But starting on the A string on the 9th fret, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 7. And I roll from the 7 to the 9 on the A string. Back to the D string, or A string of the 7th fret. So we got. I'm going to do that one more time, very slow, without talking, and then we'll talk about it. So, real quick, if you notice, it's a repeating pattern, so it kind of does the same thing. So once we get past down to here, it almost just keeps repeating. So we got the bend on the 9th fret on the A string, and the literal. Then we go to the 9th or the 7th fret on the A string, then to the 9th fret on the E string. The little thing that goes. So it's. That last note is on the 7th fret of the E string. So that little middle section slowly. And then I roll, I hit the string once, and I hammer on the 8th and 9th fret on the low E string. So 7th fret, low E, and you just hammer up each fret. 7, 8, 9. It's real fast because you're going to go. Just going back and forth from the A to the E string. And then you're sliding up from the 9th fret to the 11th fret on the A string, and you repeat that little thing. Hear how that repeats? Then you do the same thing we just did up there, only starting on the D string on the 9th fret, going down to that G string. So you got and then on the 11th fret of the G string you go. So slowly you got extremely slowly you got so the entire solo, super slow, is and then the little you take back click hat things, you're going to be at the 9th fret on the G string, 9, 11, 13, 11, 9, 8, 9, 11, 13, 11, 9, 8, 9, 11, 9, 11. Back to the E. So, all right. So now the higher version of that, I'm actually going to play it, and then I'll explain it to you. So the higher version goes like this. Alright, so I made a little boo-boo in there, but we'll just look past that. So that is going to start in what I call the box is what I call the relative minor, which is C sharp. If you know the blues box, it's kind of out of that box, but it's relative to E because it's the minor, C sharp minor. Look up your relative minors. I'll talk about that some other time. Anyway, it's the exact same. Everything you played up here, as far as your technique, the pattern that you played, you're going to do the same thing down here. There's just different strings. So it starts on the G string at the 13th fret. I'm sorry, the 11th fret. Remember up here? Same thing. You're just starting on the G string at the 11th fret. That little roll we did. Same thing. Only difference is it's starting on the 9th fret up to the 11th. And then this time you're going to slide from the 11 to the 13. And then you're going to go to the 12th fret on your B string. And then 12, 13, 14 on the B string to the 12th fret of your E string. So at regular speed you got super slow, you've got so the only thing that's weird is that where it goes from the B to the G to the B because of the way guitar strings are. So just remember you're going to go when you slide up from the G string to the 13th fret, you're going to anchor that back on the 12th fret of the B string. And then you just repeat like you normally do. And then your little harmony is going to be, what is that? Should have wrote this down. 12, 14, 17, 16, 14, 12, 14, 17, 16, 14, and you're pretty much done by there. And then there's one other harmony line just to that part that goes, see. And that's 17. This is on your B string at the 17th fret. 17, 19, 21, 19, 17, 16, 17, 19, 21, 17, I'm sorry, 21, 19, 17, 16. So at speed you got so when you hear all three of those together, it makes that cool little harmony that you hear in the song. The last thing I need to teach you is the that is super easy. That's the little trumpet thing. Did I show you this in the other video? You know, maybe I did. Hell, I don't know. If I did, I'm showing you again. And it's just, yeah, I think I showed you this, but I'm showing you again just in case. You're just hammering off. You're on the 9 to the 11th on the A string, and then picking on the D string on the 9th fret. So you got, you're hammering from 9 to 11, and then picking the D string, there, A, hammer on the A string from the 9 to 11, and then picking the note on the 9th string on the D. And then you just put them in, if you can fit them in. And that's the whole damn thing. And if this is too fucked up, say, Danny, that was too fucked up, you need to break it down better. And I'll do what I can. Otherwise, I think that's it. So rock and roll with Mighty Heroes.